You wanna know how I feel. You wanna know what I've seen.
We're singing here every night and no one listens.
You wanna know, but you don't know where I'm.
So I brought my friend. She eats, drinks, snorts music.
My name's Russell D. I'm a music exec.
I want to make you a star.
Salute, yeah?
Got to attend all the clubs and raves in London, yeah? So you can feel, taste, smell drum and bass, yeah?
You never heard of it?
No! I know blues and soul and, you know, I'm a jazz girl.
Welcome to Drum and Bass.
Free your mind. Let music take your soul. Let music take your soul now. Please, come on.
You okay?
I'll give it
Not
to
so
you.
great.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. 'Cause I'm
We can
not
do this.
tired. No. 'Cause I'm not tired. No. Thank you. Thanks. Have a good night.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Purple Beats, available right now, y'all, on digital and video on demand. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And as you see on the screen, I have a special guest, the star of Purple Beats, Izzy Jones, aka SJ, aka Sarah Jane. How are you today?
I am brilliant, thank you.
Thank you for coming on. I know I'm coming with a lot of energy right now. It's morning time, but I want to get people hype. You know,
I love it. I love it. Bring it on.
Let's go. Let's go. So thank you again, Izzy. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so this film, it's available, everybody, y'all. It's right now. It's here. Tell me about when you got the sides, when this role came to you. I know we're living in pandemic times, and this was filmed in those times. And I just had a conversation with Lola, and you know, where it's weird getting cast in projects right now. I've had my fair share of Zoom auditions as an actor, filmmaker, but when you get it, it's amazing. So can you tell me about how this came to you and booking the role and what you wanted to bring to the character of Sarah Jane?
Yeah. Yeah, so the Zoom auditions, right? We love them. I had just started with my new agent, and it was the first thing that came through my inbox. And yeah, it was kind of fate, right? I read it, and immediately I was just like, okay, I like the vibe of this, the story, the music, the fact that she sings. And SJ as a character, there were so many little things that I was like, yes, I feel like this is me. I was like, I can do this. So yeah, I read it through and got a meeting with Lola, and it was so nice. We got to chat. We just got to chat to each other, which is so rare and so welcome, because I just got to talk about how I felt about the script. And I felt really connected to it personally. You know, she comes from a smaller town, goes to London, tackles London, which a lot of us actors do. And specifically the part about her music taste. So I was brought up in a very kind of eclectic household. My parents were kind of like 60s rock and roll vibes, and classical and opera and rap and all sorts of things. But jazz was one of my jams. So when I read the script, SJ, she talks about it a lot, like she's a jazz blues person. So I said this to Lola, and you know, she was like, cool, let's have a read. Did a Zoom audition with her, and then it was kind of quick. It was like there and then she was like, yeah, I'd love to have you on board. I think, you know, you could bring a lot to SJ. And then, yeah, that was it, really.
It was a whirlwind.
It was. It was.
I love it. Well, congratulations. And you brought it. I really dug what you brought to the role. And they couldn't, looking at your bio, they couldn't have chose anybody better. You've been doing a lot of music and everything, and acting, modeling, you know, all of that. You're a little bit of a multi-hyphenate. So brush some shoulders off. You got this. So I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Another element that I really enjoyed as Asian American filmmaker, you're Asian, but you also look somewhat mixed. So what does representation mean to you? And also just this cast. And I was talking to Lola how I loved also the women empowerment in this. Not only were we y'all were in front of the screen, you're behind the camera, and y'all killed it. This is a great looking film.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the women on the set were just fierce. Violetta, who's the DOP, was just she's such a boss. She just honestly, whatever she had to do to get the take, she was like, okay, I'll get on that bin, I'll do this, I'll do this. But her vision is so beautiful. She really killed it. Lola having like heading up the team. I had, Erica Alexander, my best friend in the film, who I met immediately, and I was like, yes, this is my kind of woman. And yeah, again, a female lead. It's great. It happens a lot, but it's nice to celebrate it. Diversity is so important. It's something that specifically over lockdown, when we were watching lots of things, TV series, films, I keep saying it, and I was like, oh, diversity need, like, where are the Asians? Where are they? Like,
let's go.
Where are they at? Let's go. And I was like sitting there getting all, hyped about it. And my partner, he was like, okay, cool. Where's this energy going to go? Like, where are you going to take it? How are you going to how are you going to make that change? And I was just like, it's going to have to be doing it, right? It's going to have to be getting cast. It's going to have to be writing things. It's going to have to be putting your face out there more and more, because, we've been lucky over the past few years that the Asians are kind of stepping into the game. We had, things like John Chu killing Crazy Rich Asians, and, there's a lot of exciting new faces coming. And I was like, this story could be anyone's, really, which I love. I think that's what I would love to aim for, is that we're allowed to step into stories that it doesn't matter what race you are.
Let's go. Yes.
Let's go. Open that door and let people, let the Asians step in and have a go, because you just never know what our background is and what we can bring to these roles. So I was really excited to get a role that felt really close to my lived experience, living in the UK and growing up in different places, and kind of feeling that outsider coming into a space where it's all new, it's all kind of overwhelming. It's kind of like the drum and bass for her is a culture shock, right? And that was kind of a similar experience that I had at multiple different points in my life. So yeah, it was a kind of all round, like a full circle kind of thing for me. So
dope.
Yeah.
Dope. I love it. All right. So actually that just reminded me of something. So because I'm a bit of an older cat, so I remember when drum and bass was like really kicking off and everything. With you being somewhat younger, did Lola give you, okay, you need to listen to this, listen to that, to like get down with it a little bit more, to just like feel the vibe? Because you're a bit more of a jazz, which I'm a jazz head too, so I love that. But like, were there any recommendations to like get with the vibe or anything, just to feel out the character a little bit more? Maybe recommendations?
Yeah. So I mean, initially, as you do, right, they go research, you dig into research, and she's like, just listen to as much kind of drum and bass as you can. She threw names at me like Goldie, Ronnie Size, Kenny Ken, like Dillinger, loads of like, classics. And so I was listening to a lot of that in my prep, and I was watching loads of videos on dance, so like how they danced in the 90s. It's like so different. It's like
embarrassing.
It's
embarrassing,
jerky and like embarrassing. And I was like, yes, I love that. I can do that, because that's kind of how I dance on a night out. Loads of ways to get into the kind of world of the London in the 90s. Revisiting the trends, looking at how things were, looking at how music was shared, how it was produced, and kind of checking out the birth of that genre at the time and kind of what was big. So yeah, I really, as a jazz head, I kind of stepped into that, like SJ stepped into that. I was like, what is going on? You know, drum and bass was kind of a lesser known concept to me in terms of music and the style, but yeah, I love it. I love it. Like there's some absolute bangers, like Incredible by MB. I don't know if you know, it's the one that's like wicked, wicked.
Yes, yeah. Some fun research, right? Some fun research to get down with the role. So as you said, it was a bit of a whirlwind too earlier when you got cast, and we gotta get to set. We gotta build this relationship. You gotta interact. You're carrying this film. You gotta form these relationships. Talk to me about your cast. Building that relationship. Again, we're in COVID time, so like, did you get time to like hang out, you know, in between, you know, certain points to just, you know, how are we gonna approach this when we get to set, and just anything to help you bring Sarah Jane to life?
Yeah, so it was cute. It was cute. We connected, and because it was COVID, we kind of staged these little meets in fields in London, like in the parks. And we would meet up, have coffee, we'd talk about the characters, we'd practice scenes. And it was so nice. It was so nice. So like meeting the crew. So we've got Stephen Michael O'Hara, who plays opposite me, the lead. And Aaron Von Andren, who is just the craziest, craziest producer. He does such a good job. Erica Alexander, who plays my best mate, you know. Me and Erica from the off, we didn't really need to work on that chemistry as friends, because we just like clicked instantly, and the whole journey of that was basically us being the friends that we were in the film. Working with Aaron is so good because he gives so much, and he really kind of helped SJ feel this kind of like, whoa, I am so out of my depth here, because there's just this energy and this pace of London kind of in this producer. And what Aaron did really helped with like balancing out those characters. And Stephen as well, like talking about how their relationship goes through the film, and how, you know, she kind of things break down, and how that builds back up again. So it really helped me get into like the person underneath the plot, basically, just looking at how I can relate to that myself. So yeah, it was so much fun. We had a great time, even though it was COVID rules. We had a lot of fun because there was so many different sets and different areas of London that we got to explore. So yeah,
love it. All right, so again, everybody, Purple Beatz is available right now, y'all, on digital and video on demand. It's here. What has it been like so let's go post-production. We're here, we're now marketing, we're pushing the film, it's available to everybody. What has this experience been like for you as an actor, and just now, you know, your star is rising, homie, like you're here, like you got this film, like what is next for Izzy? Because I want to support and show love. Like what do we got going on?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so since, because it feels so long ago when we did the filming and stuff, so it was kind of a new whirlwind when it came out, and we had an amazing premiere at the BFI on the Embankment, centre of London, which was so special, a bit crazy but special. And it was received really well by the audience there, and it was so nice to meet people and talk about it and have the support. Been doing a lot of press as well, which is fun, and yeah, really kind of excited about next steps. I am on a next job, a very exciting series on Hulu, but I can't sadly say any more than that. But you know, watch this space.
I'll reach out to my Hulu people, so when you can talk about it, I can have you back, hopefully, if you're down.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I'll come back. You won't get rid of me. I'll just keep coming back. So yeah, it depends. You know, there's so many auditions coming in for really, really cool things, and I just kind of can't wait to see what kind of roles are out there, what kind of roles are waiting for me to kind of grab hold of. And while that's happening, I'm kind of writing a play, which is kind of like a passion project.
Okay.
Because I came up through theatre. and theatre is kind of what like has a part of my heart. So I'm writing a play at the moment, which is kind of tackles cultural identity, belonging in the modern, modern world. And yeah, so that's kind of brewing at the moment. I'm kind of, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. That
Excellent.
is me. That's me.
Let's go. All right, Izzy. Well, you're going to have a ton of fans. I'm sure after as well, they see Purple Beatz and also watching this interview. You're amazing. Do you have any socials that we can throw out there to promote and people can check you out and follow or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. You can catch me on Instagram where I'll post some things about the film as it comes through. It's is.me.izzy. So it's kind of like It's Me, Izzy, but like the cool version.
I like that. I will have it in the links, y'all. It'll be in the description below. Make sure you give her a follow, check her out, support everything Izzy Jones, and obviously Purple Beatz, where she's killing it. Available right now on digital and video on demand. Izzy, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
So much, Kuya. Thank you.
Definitely. Y'all, Izzy Jones, Purple Beatz, Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World.
NRW Interview.